What exactly?
If you didn't learn, what would happen?
At my first school?
Yeah.
And I had a really sweet teacher, so there are two options. You either learn or get D.
Okay.
So once I got D, and that's why I decided to learn.
Okay, because the D wasn't good.
Yeah, of course it wasn't good.
Yo, what's up world? It's your boy Philochko here, and today my students are going to show you how good they are at pronouncing words. Ready, people? We have feel, fill, beach, bitch, sheet, shit, malotsi. Clap everyone, malotsi. Okay. I'll give you more later. Yo, what's up world? Or Nahas. It's your boy Philco here, representing Brooklyn, reporting live from Voronezh, Russia. Tired as hell. Went out last night, had a good time, but tired. I'm supposed to go out again tonight, then Saturday, so this is what I do, you know what I mean? This is what I do. You know, having classes with the students and partying with the students is a lot of fun, you know. Being a traveling teacher, I don't know what the fuck to call myself because I'm not a teacher. Because, I mean, I teach people, but I'm not a teacher. I'm more of a master class giver. Because I'm not a teacher, you know what I mean? And what I mean by I'm not a teacher is I don't just stay in one city for so long teaching the same people. I'm always around new people and then we go party together. So it's kind of like a class / show. I wish I knew exactly what to call it. It's a master class, but I wouldn't really call myself a teacher. I'm more like a speaker. You know what? I'm going to be a speaker from now on because I like how that sounds. Because teachers usually got to live by certain rules with their students. I'm a speaker. We go crazy. We don't live by those rules. I'm like just a person who kind of goes around instead of playing music, he speaks. Just like that. I'm a speaker, right? And so, I give these classes, and in some of these classes I teach slang. You know, I have basically 5 major classes that are pretty popular that people like getting. Common mistakes. They like learning about common mistakes. Because a lot of Russians make common mistakes like confusing hand with arm. They confuse fun and funny. They confuse high and tall. Like a lot of girls will meet me and be like, wow, Philochko, I thought you would be higher. And I'm like, higher? Wow, you thought I'd be high? You know, that's pretty fucking racist. But of course it means taller. There's a lot of other common mistakes. Then there's pronunciation, you know, how a lot of them use their tongues improperly on the R sound. So like instead of saying bread, they will say bread, stuff like that. I also give business English classes, like with business English idioms and stuff like that. And like with business sensitivity. Like sexual harassment, racism, just being prejudiced in general, how to speak about your religion at work, because you know all those things are extremely sensitive in America, you know. I teach them things like you could be working with somebody, you say the wrong word, you know, and your company could get sued. The company you work for could be sued for a lot of money. So if you're a white person and you're working with somebody and you're singing a rap song, you're like, yeah, me and my niggas da, and you're a white person, you can get fucking sued, especially if that shit's on camera. You know people don't give a fuck about privacy anymore. Even though that's not privacy when you're at work, that's true. But still, you could get in big trouble saying nigga as a white person because people will manage to sue you, especially when you're working. You represent that company. So I teach them that too. And what else do I teach? I also teach slang. Of course, I teach a lot of party slang, what a lot of songs mean, because a lot of people want to know about that, and some other lessons. I'm sure there's one I'm forgetting that's pretty big, but you know, I just do all I can because the students and English games. I have a lot of games. Like one of my favorite games is I'll teach 20 gestures with the body, 20 gestures or body language, whatever, and we'll go over the 20, and then I put them in teams. Then I get them together. And I'm like, okay, let's see. Who knows what it is to snap? And they have to be the first to do it. Then I'll say, who knows what it is to hug? And they're like, gotta be the first to do it. They'll hug themselves. Or who knows what it is to do the cowboy stance? And then they gotta get in the cowboy stance first. That game always goes well, especially when there's a whole lot of people. You know, I teach flip off and all that stuff. So it's just interesting because what I do here, I teach things that people don't learn in school. So, you know, and they usually have a lot of questions. Like when I teach them about bad words, I teach them the worst bad words to say, especially when you're working, is nigger, kike, cunt, and there's something I missed, and faggot. Those are the worst words, period. You know, you say cunt, feminists are going to get you. You say nigger, the blacks are going to get you. You say kike, the Jews are going to get you. You know what I mean? You say faggot, the gays are going to get you. Those are like just worst ones. If you know a word worse, let me know. Because when you're saying like fuck and shit and bitch and pussy, pussy isn't bad, but when you say like just those other words, it's like you're just saying a bad word in general. But like cunt, nigger, faggot, and stuff, that kike, that shit will get you because it seems like you're attacking a whole group of people. Just imagine if Donald Sterling would have just mentioned the word nigger. Just imagine if he pronounced it a little bit. You know what I mean? It would have been a humongous deal. You know what I mean? So, I mean, and bitch isn't as powerful as cunt. I remember when bitch was the powerful word to call a woman. Now it's cunt. You call a woman a cunt, you in trouble. You call a woman a bitch, she'll be mad, but cunt is much more powerful than that. So, you know, I teach them these stuff because, you know, they don't learn it in school. And what's interesting is, another reason why I'm teaching it is because I didn't really learn much Russian slang before I got out here. And I almost got in trouble this one time, you know. For one of the first words I learned in Russian was простите. That's like excuse me, whatever, and you try to talk to somebody, get their attention. The first time I tried to say it, I said prostitute. But that's my fault. Because instead of saying простите, I was like prostitute, fuck, простите, and it was very, very embarrassing. But the one that I did that was bad was I was at an airport in Yekaterinburg. And Yekaterinburg, beautiful city, and I was with somebody. And I saw this lady, I was with one of my managers, and I saw this lady, you know, she had dark hair, she was probably a Muslim lady, she was gorgeous, and I was like, damn, yo, that's a hot chick right there, that is a hot chick right there. And then she's like, don't say that, she like hits me and say, don't say that, and like people in the airport started looking at me, the ones around me, and I thought they all didn't hear me, so I said, no, I'm only saying she's a hot chick, that's it, that's a fucking hot chick right there. And they're like, what? Don't fucking say that, and she's like hitting me like, stop. Well, I don't remember if she was hitting me or she was just like, had her hand on my shoulder like, stop, don't say that. She was really getting me, trying her best to get me to stop saying it. And I was like, all right, whatever, I won't say hot chick anymore. And then people were just looking at me. Come to find out, she told me like 10 minutes later when we got away from those people, that hot chick is a racial slur for like Muslims basically in Russia. I had no idea. Dude, I was saying hot chick. The slur is hot chick. But I was saying hot chick. I wasn't trying to be racist. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying at all. That's a fucking perfect example. And here's another one. There's a saying in Russian. I taught this to the Russians already. Now I'm teaching it to Americans. There's a saying in Russian that goes, like when a child's misbehaving or something, you can say, "Nigga die." What does that sound like to every black person? Nigger die. Yes, nigga die. So I tell all Russian people, do not say that shit. In America, skip it. Because dudes are just going to get tight when you're like, я сказал, nigga die. No black person wants to hear your fucking excuse after saying nigga die. You know what I mean? They hear you saying that, some dudes are going to get really, really upset. And that's why I teach these things. So the clip you saw with the girl saying, you know, she got the D and she didn't like it. She didn't understand that I didn't teach that. But that's just an example. When you kind of don't understand the common slang, you can say things to make people laugh at you. And it doesn't make her look stupid. It just goes to show that it's very important to learn the basics, the proper English, of course. But if you're good with the proper English, you're at a good intermediate level, it's very important to start learning some slang. Very important. And if you're watching this video and you don't know the difference between slang and ebonics and you're American, you're an idiot. You should know the difference. That's why I don't like Vice TV's episode about me when they call me an ebonics teacher. That's absolutely bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. If they're stupid enough to think slang is ebonics, they're idiots. Ebonics is slang, but slang isn't ebonics. They're totally different. It goes like a rectangle's a square, but a square is not a rectangle. Just like that. Ebonics is slang, but slang is not ebonics, okay? Ebonics is basically a subgroup of slang. That's the African American version of slang. And a lot of times those words become proper English, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's why I teach it. And also with pronunciation, you know, a lot of Russian girls can't say bitch for shit. They can't say bitch. They say beach. And instead of saying Phil, which is my name Phil, they say feel. It's like the first time I got off the airplane, when I got to Russia, there were girls that, feel. I'm like, who the fuck is that, you know? But of course, they meant to say Phil. But it's very hard for them to do that. It's very hard for them to do that. And here in Voronezh, I'm having a lot of fun. We go out, you know, these women came dressed very nice for the class, They're like wearing these red dresses, and I mean not for the class, but for going out after the class. It was very, very interesting. And I guess that's all I got to say. I enjoy my classes, and that's why I teach slang. I think I should start learning a little more Russian while learning some Russian slang as well, because a lot of times in Russia, the people who talk to me most are drunk. They're drunk people. And I mean who talk to me at most at random. Drunk people all the time. Like last night, these 2 Ukrainian guys was talking to me and my manager for like an hour and a half. These dudes, they were whatever, but they were just kind of annoying. I wanted to go to sleep, but they kept talking. And my manager was like nervous as shit or whatever, I guess. And I wasn't nervous. I don't know. Guys aren't really scary here, especially when they're drunk. You know, they get drunk. And so it's not like intimidating. It's like a pushover. It's like go away. I'm not saying they're easy to beat up or something, but when someone's drunk, you're not all that much together. You think you're tougher than you are because you're really drunk. And these guys are, I would say, almost shit. One guy was almost shit-faced because I kept telling him the same shit all the time. He's like, what's your name? Phil. These 4 times of conversation. Where you from? Brooklyn. I just kept telling him the same thing, but he was so cool because he was like, I love New York Knicks. I love, he said Muggsy Bogues. He was thinking of all the black people he liked, and it was pretty cool because he said Muggsy Bogues. He said, I think he said John Starks. He was talking about a lot of stuff I didn't think he would mention. It was pretty cool. But other than that, and I might see those guys again today. We'll see how that goes. And that's really it. I don't think there's anything I forgot. Having fun doing my classes here. And I'll check you guys out later.